Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the Midday News. The headlines. President Kovind addresses the joint session of new Parliament, outlines government's vision of strong and inclusive India. Both houses adjourned for the day after tabling the copy of President's speech. Mortal remains of all the 13 people on board Indian Air Force AN-32 aircraft recovered from Siang district in Arunachal Pradesh. Stage set for International Yoga Day celebrations tomorrow. Prime Minister to lead the main function at Ranchi. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, defending champions Australia to take on Bangladesh at Nottingham in a short while from now. President Ramnath Kovind today said the government is moving towards building a strong, secure, prosperous and inclusive India in line with people's aspirations. This journey is inspired by the spirit of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and Sabka Vishwas. Addressing the joint sitting of both the Houses of Parliament, Mr. Kovind said from day one the central government is committed to improving the lives of people by removing their sufferings from misgovernance and providing all the necessary facilities. The President said nearly half of the MPs have been elected for the first time and the largest number of women MPs elected in history.
इस लोकसभा में लगभग आधे सांसद पहली बार निर्वाचित हुए। लोकसभा के इतिहास में सबसे बड़ी संख्या में 78 महिला सांसदों का चुना जाना नए भारत की तस्वीर प्रस्तुत करता है।
The President said New India will carry forward the ideals of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore and the vision of the New India is also inspired by the ideas of Sri Narayan Guru. Listing the government's initiatives, the President said it has been decided to provide the Prime Minister Kisan Samman Nidhi to every farmer in the country. He lauded the government's pension scheme for small shopkeepers and retail traders.
इसी सरकार ने छोटे दुकानदार भाई बहनों की आर्थिक सुरक्षा पर ध्यान दिया है। कैबिनेट की पहली बैठक में ही छोटे दुकानदारों और रिटेल ट्रेडर्स के लिए एक अलग पेंशन योजना को मंजूरी दे दी है। इस योजना का लाभ देश के लगभग 3 करोड़ छोटे दुकानदारों को मिलेगा।
To give emphasis on water conservation, the government has formed a separate Jal Shakti Ministry, which is a decisive step and will have far-reaching benefits. Mr. Kovind said the government's focus is to strengthen rural India and 25 lakh crore rupees will be invested in the coming years to increase the productivity of the agriculture sector. Several steps have been taken in the last 5 years to double the farmers' income by 2022.
कृषि क्षेत्र की उत्पादकता को बढ़ाने के लिए आने वाले वर्षों में 25 लाख करोड़ रुपए का और निवेश किया जाएगा। वर्ष 2022 तक देश के किसान की आय दुगनी हो सके, इसके लिए पिछले 5 वर्षों में अनेक कदम उठाए गए हैं।
The President said women empowerment is one of the highest priorities of the government, saying their effective participation in society and economy is a test for a developed society. The government has made punishments for crimes against women more stringent. The President stressed the need to eradicate the practices of triple talaq and nikah halala to ensure equal rights for every sister and daughter in the country. Mr. Kovind said around 19 crore loans have been given for self-employment under the Prime Minister's Mudra Yojana and this scheme will now be expanded to 30 crore people. Now India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. The President advised the newly elected MPs that they should always remember the fundamental mantra of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, that every decision should be guided by its impact on the poorest and the weakest persons in society. Both Houses of Parliament were adjourned for the day today after laying on the table the copy of President Ramnath Kovind's speech to the joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. In the Lok Sabha, which assembled after the President's speech, the Secretary-General tabled a copy of the speech in Hindi and English. Later, Speaker Om Birla adjourned the House for the day. In the Rajya Sabha, when the House met, 2 newly elected members, Birendra Prasad Bershe and Kamakhya Prasad Tasa, took oath. Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu introduced Prime Minister Narendra Modi and newly appointed Leader of the House, Thawar Chand Gehlot. Later, the Prime Minister introduced the members of Council of Ministers to the House. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met the leaders of different political parties in the Rajya Sabha today, soon after the upper house adjourned for the day. Mr. Modi walked towards the opposition benches and shook hands with the leaders, including Leader of Opposition Ghulam Nabi Azad, NCP Chief Sharad Pawar, Derek O'Brien of TMC, CPI's D. Raja and Tiruchi Shiva of DMK. Mr. Modi also met TDP MP CM Ramesh, Navanita Krishnan of AIADMK, RCP Singh of JDU, Premchand Gupta of RJD and others. The mortal remains of all the 13 people who were on board the crashed Indian Air Force AN-32 aircraft have been recovered from the accident site at Siang district in Arunachal Pradesh. Defence sources told AIR that a team of 19 trekkers recovered the bodies. The aircraft had lost contact on its way to Mechuka from Jorhat on the 3rd of this month. A report from our correspondent.
It took 8 to 9 days for the specialized team to recover the bodies of 13 air warriors from the crash site. The retrieval mission was affected due to inclement weather. The mountaineers had to face tough time, but they have been able to recover the bodies. Helicopters, including Mi-17, Cheetah, had been unable to approach to the site due to weather and cloud cover over the crash site in Arunachal Pradesh. The bodies and mortal remains are likely to be taken to Jorhat first, and follow-up actions will be taken after that. Manaspatim Sharma, AR News, Guwahati.
At Muzaffarpur in Bihar, 16 additional beds have been added today to pediatrics ICU in view of rising number of cases of children affected with encephalitis in Sri Krishna Medical College Hospital, SKMCH. Superintendent of SKMCH, Dr. Sunil Kumar Shahi, told AIR that with this addition, number of beds in ICU has increased to 66. A general ward has been converted to pediatrics ICU. Medical officer Dr. S.P. Singh said they are concentrating on better treatment at the periphery level, so all 16 primary health centers have been equipped. More from our correspondent.
Some new suspected cases of acute encephalitis syndrome has been reported in Bhagalpur, Samastipur, West Champaran, Begusarai, Sitamarhi and Madhubani districts in past 24 hours. Affected children are undergoing treatment at different hospitals. So far, 152 children died this month due to AES in the state. Alone, 117 deaths have been reported in 2 hospitals of Muzaffarpur. 12 districts of the state has been declared AES affected. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Patna.
The News Services Division of All India Radio will bring you an exclusive interview with Ayush Minister of State Independent Charge Shripad Yesu Nayak in our program Countrywide tonight. Tune in to the FM Gold channel at 9:30 p.m. to listen to the special broadcast. Preparations are almost complete at Ranchi in Jharkhand, where the main event of International Yoga Day will be held tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will perform yoga at the Prabhat Tara ground in the city tomorrow morning. This year, the event will also highlight the concerns regarding the environment. Khadi yoga mats will be used in place of rubber yoga mats. Our correspondent reports that the theme of this year's event is Yoga for Heart.
There is visible enthusiasm in every district of Jharkhand for tomorrow's International Yoga Day. Today, a 5-day exhibition on yoga by ROB of Government of India was inaugurated by Jharkhand Minister Ramchand Chandravanshi. Tomorrow, the pass holders participants can reach the venue from 3 to 5 in the morning. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive Ranchi today night and he will take part in yoga activities tomorrow morning along with 28,000 participants on the occasion of International Yoga Day. The program will start at 6:30 in the morning. Rajesh Sinha, AIR News, Ranchi.
In the Ladakh division of Jammu and Kashmir, all arrangements have been put in place at both defence establishments and civilian areas to celebrate the International Yoga Day. Our correspondent has filed this report.
To celebrate the International Yoga Day at the Siang base camp, an elaborate arrangement have been made by the defense establishment. Yoga instructor Punsok Ladakhi will train over 200 soldiers about the yoga during the session. Indo-Tibetan Border Police is organizing yoga session for each Jawan on the bank of Indus River at Shea village in Leh town. Mahabodhi International Meditation Center at Leh in its campus has planned a session for yoga enthusiasts come from different parts of the country. Yangchan Dolma for Air News from Leh, Ladakh.
In Himachal Pradesh, the state-level function will be held at the historic Ridge Maidan in Shimla. More from our correspondent.
Yoga rehearsals are being conducted in various institutions, including schools and colleges across the state, to make the International Yoga Day a successful event. Governor Acharya Devvrat and Chief Minister Jairam Thakur, along with other dignitaries, will also participate at state-level functions scheduled to be held at Ridge Maidan in Shimla at 6 a.m. on 21st of this month. On this occasion, yoga demonstration by Divyang children will be the main attraction. A large number of pupils, students, including tourists, are likely to perform yoga asanas on this occasion. Sanjeev Sundariyal, AIR News, Shimla.
In Madhya Pradesh, the Ayush Department is organizing Yoga Near Your Home program to mark the day. We have a report.
Yoga in the Raj Bhavan will begin at 6 a.m. It will include more than 1,000 pupils, including students and staff of Barkatullah University, Women and Child Development Department, dignitaries and residents of Raj Bhavan campus. Meanwhile, the Ayush Department has invited yoga-trained civilians to join yoga as volunteers. In the program, Yoga Abhyas Ghar Ke Paas means yoga near to your home. The citizens of the state can also participate in yoga program organized by the Ayush Department at nearest hospital, college and other places. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
UAE is also all geared up to celebrate the 5th edition of the International Yoga Day. Spread over 3 days, thousands of yoga enthusiasts are expected to unfold their mats today, tomorrow and the day after in different emirates of the UAE. Our correspondent has more.
In Abu Dhabi, the event will be held at the Umal Emirat Park this evening, where Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan, the Minister of Tolerance of UAE, would be the chief guest. Dubai, which encourages a healthy lifestyle, would host a grand event at the Zabil Park tomorrow, where thousands of yoga lovers cutting across nationalities are expected to participate. In Sharjah, too, a mass yoga program has been organized at the famous cricket stadium tomorrow. The Emirates of Ajman, Al Quwain and Ras Al Khaimah are also hosting special events to mark the International Day of Yoga. Kanchan Prasad, AIR, Dubai.
In Uttar Pradesh, 7 children are missing after a van carrying at least 29 people fell into the Indira Canal in Nagaram area of Lucknow in the wee hours today. 22 people have been rescued and the operation to trace the children, 5 boys and 2 girls, is continuing. A report from our correspondent.
The flow of the canal has been diverted and divers are making efforts to find the missing. NDRF and SDRF teams have been pressed into service. District magistrate and senior police officials are at the spot. IG of Lucknow Zone, SK Bhagat, told AIR that since the water current is very strong, the search operation is taking time. Team of irrigation department has also reached the spot and efforts are on to reduce the water in the canal. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has asked officials to intensify the rescue work. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
In the ICC Cricket World Cup, defending champions Australia will take on Bangladesh at Nottingham today. The match will start at 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Scattered thunderstorms have been forecast throughout the day. There is 62% chance of rain, with the major part expected to see overcast conditions. All India Radio will broadcast live commentary on the game. It can be heard on DTH Hindi and additional frequencies from 2:30 p.m. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange climbed 216 points to trade at 39,329 a short while ago. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange added 57 points to 11,449. And now, before we end the bulletin, here are the headlines once again. President Kovind addresses the joint session of new Parliament, outlines government's vision of strong and inclusive India. Both houses adjourned for the day after tabling the copy of President's speech. Mortal remains of all the 13 people on board Indian Air Force AN-32 aircraft recovered from Siang district in Arunachal Pradesh. Stage set for International Yoga Day celebrations tomorrow. Prime Minister to lead the main function at Ranchi. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, defending champions Australia to take on Bangladesh at Nottingham in a short while from now. And with that, we end the Midday News.